Hey everybody, welcome back to the 0 to 100 podcast, the fourth episode. We're back. We got the logo in the back. The whole squad is here. This episode, we're going to talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And today, we getting personal, baby. Yeah, that's right. I'm your co-host, Jose. Here we got the homie Kayshawn and Anthony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's get right into this real quick. Ready? Kayshawn, I asked you this question a little bit ago. Ready? Does money equal happiness?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
You really think so?
I do.
You two really think so?
So this is why I think money is happiness. Because if you're lacking, most of the things that people need to survive, obviously, come from money.
Yep.
Having a lot of people like living, that obviously comes from money. You know, because you need those things to survive. But other than that, like, if you just have the bare minimum and you're just kind of living life, like, you can get by, right? I think having more money would just make you happier. Like, if you could like buy more things for luxury.
If that's the case, then why do like millionaires kill themselves?
I don't believe the fact that
you ain't gonna cut me off like that, are you?
I just did, bitch. I don't believe that money is the root of all happiness for everybody. But I just
so like what I was saying right before I was so rudely interrupted. Anyway. So then why do millionaires kill themselves?
I think for millionaires, I think it's definitely different if they like. Well, it depends on who they are, right? Because like some people deal with.
Let's say God forbid, let's say Jeff Bezos is depressed.
Okay.
And he wants to, and he's not happy. What do you think the reason for that would be?
I think the reason for that would be because he's constantly getting shit on because of the amount of money he has.
Yeah. So then, would money equal happiness in that situation?
But for him, it's unnecessary. Like, it's unnecessary hate that he's getting.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the money isn't the cause; it's the people behind why he like the.
But the argument isn't if money can make you depressed.
Right.
It's if it'll make him happier. In that situation, if he got more money, would it make him happier?
In that specific situation, no, because he has all the money in the world. Exactly. He has too much money. Like he has more money. So what you're saying is, but I'm saying for like a normal person, like somebody
you're asking broke people.
Yeah, I'm saying like for us.
I'm broke too, and I don't think money equals happiness.
You're capping.
Well,
I'm definitely not capping.
You're telling me right now, if you won $1 million, you wouldn't be happy?
I would be happy, but it wouldn't be long-term happiness.
I think that $1 million would be long-term happiness.
So you think after you've bought everything, so let's say you get $1 million and you're still single, would you be happy?
I would be happier. I wouldn't be, but that.
I'm talking about absolute happiness.
Hold on, because bitches come with money. You're gonna tell me that if you walk into a room with $1 million, if you start telling bitches you have $1 million,
Uzi said it best himself. Even if you're ugly, if you got money, you handsome.
Exactly. See? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that aspect, but like it's not real.
But the thing is that the money facilitates like the interest, and then once they get to know you, they could like you, but at the same time, it's like they could also just be that they could be unhappy in it, and more people than not. Obviously, we live in the world, and it sucks, but some people are gonna like use you for the money, and that's to be expected.
That's
but
just how it be.
Yeah, there are people who won't. There are people who would be perfect for you, but would never see you because you don't have the money. You see what I'm saying? The money opens up new opportunities and new doors to meet these people to where you could find that.
Yeah, but they're only with you because of your money.
Well, would you say? Here's the thing. Would you say that Ali was with Juice because of the money?
No.
But he wouldn't have met her without the money and the fame.
Yeah, but that's different because he building an actual connection with somebody because of the money is different.
But that's what I'm saying.
That itself is it's happiness, but he still wasn't happy even with that. And he had all the money in the world and he was still depressed.
I know, but I'm saying with her, but the money opened the doors to meet her, to create the happiness.
He never would have,
because without that money, he wouldn't have met her. Mm-hmm. So that's
what you're saying.
Yeah.
So let's say
money opens a bunch of new doors.
Yeah.
Let's say they continue their relationship, which I know this wouldn't have happened, but let's say she would have left him because he ran out of money. Because at the end of the day, we from what we've seen, we think there's a genuine connection. There was a genuine connection between these two, right? Yeah, of course. But we've never actually met these two, so we don't know what the actual insight was. We know Juice was madly in love with her after everything he did, and we're meant to believe that she's in love with him after everything that she's done to him, right? But let's say one day he ran out of money and she leaves him. God forbid, like that. I don't think it would have happened, but what if it did? Would you go against what you just said?
No, because he ran out of money. Therefore, the money is gone. Where's the happiness? The money is gone. You see what I'm saying? The money was the happiness. If the money is gone,
yeah. But okay, then let's say he loses it and then makes it back again, and then she comes back.
The happiness comes back.
No, it doesn't, because she's at that point you would think she's fake.
Right. Okay, so her then we could exclude her, but then there are other doors that open for other girls. You see what I'm saying? Like there are other like people who would probably be interested in juice.
You get money, so you're never depressed again.
Like the money.
I don't think that's a guarantee.
No. I don't
The
think
money doesn't equal happiness.
I think money opens up opportunities that lead
It
to
does.
happiness.
It opens up opportunities. I can agree to that, and it could lead to happiness. But at the same time, it could also lead to extreme sadness. So it'll never be complete happiness.
Okay, so the money itself is not what okay, so then my take is that money doesn't lead directly to the happiness, but it definitely helps. Like it will give you happiness short term, but once you have everything you want, then it's kind of like the money will create opportunities for you to find more happiness that would be long term and stay with you. Yeah.
So what do you think is a better mindset? Wanting to grind and get more money, or cherish the people that you love? Because they could go either way. You can go and grind for the money and lose everybody you love, or not make any money but stay with the people that you love. And J. Cole, I follow what J. Cole said. The house could be big as shit, but it don't matter if the people in there don't love you.
Okay, so I think like because it's like if I have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Because in a real life situation, you can have both. Like
You can have both, but it's
can.
actually kind of unlikely.
Yeah, because like you can have money and still be with people that love
Yeah.
you. You know, see what I'm saying? So it's like
You just gotta hope they don't switch up on you because of the money.
right. Also, there's like people especially if you had those people before you became
Yeah.
famous, as long as you're grinding with them, but you also make sure that they know like you're still
Yeah,
there
yeah,
for
yeah.
them and they're still in your priority list. Then
Yeah.
I think it would work very well.
Yeah, because I know if I made money, the main people I could trust would be, of course, my family.
Yeah.
Because I know they wouldn't switch up on me.
Yeah.
My girl, hopefully, and then you guys.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And Fernando.
Yeah. Nando.
Shout out Fernando, editor.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah. So
What
that
else
would
would
be,
you need though? You got it. That's everything.
Yeah.
that's everything. So, but like then after that point, I would be paranoid. I'm already a paranoid person. So if I were to make this money, the future people I would meet, I'd be paranoid and skeptical over because it would all feel fake.
Well, that's fine, but as long as you
Yeah.
have like your genuine like connection with the people who were there.
Yeah,
for
you
you
do.
Before that.
But you can open up trust to somebody who you meet after that situation. What sucks is because people like meeting new people and you like having new experiences with people. We just met a couple new people a couple months ago and we're having a good time with them, right?
Yeah.
Now let's just say we make money and they switch up on us. That shit's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
That shit will
course.
hurt.
Yeah.
And then you won't have enough confidence to meet more people down the line, and that could ruin your chances of getting more money.
Yeah. But I think it depends on the job you have that leads to that money. Like for example, in the case with a musician, that pain creates music, and then that's more money.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So like your life experiences generate the like what you need for the grind itself. So it kind of just depends on your craft.
Yeah.
Like if you're Jeff Bezos, that pain is probably just like, oh fuck.
You think Jeff Bezos feels anything?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think once you have a certain amount of money,
'Cause
like
I know Bill
everything-
Gates does, because Bill Gates is like he's one of those people who spends like 75% of his money trying to like help Africa and stuff like that. So he definitely has a feeling of
Does
it.
Jeff Bezos have a family?
Yeah, I think he does. I'm pretty sure. I
I'm
think he has a wife.
I'm sure then he feels things for like them, but outside of
Yeah.
them, he's just like everybody else is just kind of
Those
like an
people.
He's already made
everybody's just kind of like an interaction with
They
him.
only make 5 figures. Oh,
They, you only make 6 figures? Get on my you only make 7 figures, not my 9.
but do you think there are levels to the happiness you get with money?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what
I think
Like
it
what
directly,
what is the happiest that money can make you?
I think the happiest, like money itself, just the money.
Yeah.
I think the happiest it could make you is like you know when you were like a kid and your mom or dad promised you something and then they
Yeah.
got it for you.
Yeah.
I think it's like that level of happiness where like you're
you
like
made
happy that you have this thing.
Yeah.
But then like after a while, like if it's a new toy, like you were just
think-
kind of like tired of it after a while.
I think
and you
the
want
idea of
another
making
one.
money for a lot of people isn't just to make money and spend it. It's just to say I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I were to do that, I'd be like, I made it. I wouldn't even look at the money aspect of it. If I make a mill, I'm like, I made it, mom. Like I made it, mom. Shout out, mom. I made it, mom, and stuff like that. But like, what do you think would be like? Let's say you made $1 million.
Right.
What is the happiest like choice you can make with that $1 million to like ensure that you're the happiest for like a certain amount of time? Because obviously it's not forever.
Probably spend half of it and save the other half.
What would you spend half of it on?
I couldn't tell you honestly.
Why not?
I think there are a lot of
So
miscellaneous.
you instantly know you would throw away half of that shit. And
Yeah,
don't know
no,
why?
I already know. Like right now.
Would
that-
you invest in the stock?
That's probably a no. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably a no, even though you could like triple that.
So you know what? I would probably invest. So if I could, now that because I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But now I could
definitely
probably. when I would probably like split it up into 4, right? 250K into my savings, 250K or 250K into my stocks, and then the other 500K just for me to use at that current time. Because there's like a bunch of miscellaneous shit, and I don't even think I would use all of it.
So that's what you do if you made $1 million. Now let me switch it up on you. What if you worked a regular 9-to-5 job and only made like $50K a year? What do you think?
Well, that's us.
What do
now.
you think would be the happiest?
And I think even less than
we don't
that.
make anywhere
We
near
make
50K. We make like 20K a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we make 20K.
But like, what do you think is the happiest in that? Let's say you get out of college and then just a regular Joe, you get an office job. Michael Scott isn't your boss, and you just like work a 9-to-5 with a salary that's like 50 to 60K, and your wife also works 50 to 60K, and you guys have an average house. What do you think is the happiest in that situation?
I got a family?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
fuck it.
I don't need.
So then does money really equal happiness in that situation?
Well, there are different.
Let's say you're in
happiness.
that situation and you lose all that money, but you get to keep the family. Would you still be happy?
Yes.
I think. See, no. And the reason why no is because I feel like if I can't support them, then I'm just gonna be sad that I can't support my family.
Yeah, but that's different because that's not sadness in your heart. That's sadness showing empathy for others. Because in your heart, I know, like in your heart, you would be grateful to still have these people in your life.
Yeah, I'm definitely grateful.
So at
to
the
have
end of the
them
day,
around.
you know these people are ride or dies.
Right.
So these people are gonna stick with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And then eventually it does get better.
Yeah.
So it'll go back up, and you'll hopefully have a little mini apartment. We pray for the best for our average Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like obviously, so in that situation, does money equal happiness?
I feel like it depends because like the happiness that you have for your family, that you still have these people around, is definitely like that definitely matters. But it's kind of like also there's that, how the fuck am I gonna feed these people? Like I have you feel like I have to provide for these people because I am the man of the house, or I. Don't talk to me about toxic masculinity. But listen, like, because somebody's gonna bring it up, and I'm like, listen, but that's just how guys feel. Like you automatically,
you feel a sense of having to protect.
Obligated, yeah, you feel obligated to help to do what you have to.
And
do
that's
for your
not
family.
like that's not even because of like that's kind of just like society has made you feel that kind of way.
But
you feel like you have to because
Yeah.
like you feel like it's a general role you were born with to do.
Yeah, you feel like even as a kid, like there are people who are put in situations where like their mom is being abused or something. Like the kid, if most of the time, regardless of the gender, they often feel like they have to do something to help.
Yeah.
But a little boy is more likely to jump in the way and try to save their mother from whatever is happening because they just feel like it's like ingrained in your mind that like you have to do what you have to do to protect your family.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like an instinctive thing.
But yeah. So at the end of the day, you really still think money equals happiness.
I do think it equals a certain degree of happiness.
extent.
Yeah,
To
there's
an
a certain
extent?
degree of happiness that money can bring.
I don't think you can change the fact that money definitely equals
Money
happiness.
runs the world.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
There's no sense of doubting that.
Like,
That's
you can-
100%. There's no way
Right.
in hell to change the fact
you
that to
can-
live in this world, you need money.
Yeah.
That's solid concrete stone. You need that. If you don't have money, what are you gonna do?
That
Like,
exactly.
you don't want to be a homeless bum.
That's why I'm saying money does equal happiness to some degree because without money, your life is in shambles.
Okay, but let's say there's a homeless guy, right?
Okay.
And he goes to a soup kitchen every Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Cause like to get his weekly meal, right? And he knows everybody in the soup kitchen. They're all friends with him, and he's happy. In what instance is money equal happiness there?
Like if he were to get money,
He doesn't get any money. He begs for change in the corner.
well, I'm sure if he made enough to feed himself any day.
No, because soup kitchens just give food.
Yeah, I know, but you said only Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm saying-
what if he only eats one time a week?
Well, then he doesn't have money, so there's no.
So there's no happiness correlating with
There's
money?
no not for him specifically. Like it's a for
Yeah.
I feel like it's a person to person and situation to situation thing.
Yeah.
Because money for our average Joe, I think money would help make him happier for the sole fact that like he has the family, right? But maybe sometimes he's like a little short on I don't know, like Christmas gifts for his kids. Right?
Yeah.
He would feel happier knowing that he got his kids what they wanted for Christmas, even if it was expensive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so like money, I think definitely helps.
See, what I'm getting out of all this is you guys genuinely believe connections with people and like loving people does equal happiness.
Yeah,
Absolute
yeah.
happiness. Okay, because I thought you guys disagreed with that.
No,
But
no.
You guys
It's
just think
money.
You just
also
think money
brings
leads to
happiness.
that.
Yeah, I
You
think money. helps
the
in
bigger
that.
picture is that connections with people is what leads to happiness.
Right,
but
but
one of
money-
the branches to it is money.
Exactly.
That's what
need
you
money.
think. Okay.
Yeah, I think you need money to help the situation. Like I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because recently it's kind of been a bland statement to say money equals happiness because a lot of people say it doesn't. But that's just because they talk about millionaires who are, because one of the higher suicide rates are millionaires.
Yeah.
So you would think that, okay, they don't know what to do with their life, so they just take it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you die, you don't get no money. That shit is gone. It's gone. Who knows who that goes to? The will, little Jose Jr. and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that in that instance, money doesn't equal happiness because at the end of the day, you don't get to keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So
it's always going to be like situational.
Yeah.
Because
So
if you're a millionaire, money won't equal happiness because you already have.
you already
all the
have
money.
all you want.
Yeah.
The only thing
Well,
at
not
that
even
point.
a millionaire. I think honestly, like millionaires even. It's more like built like it's more like the Elon Musk. Tier.
Yeah, at that point you make so much money that you're kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
You would think, right? Because
Like the Jay-Z tier of person. I
Yeah.
think is like where you're just.
at the
billion.
point where you could
'Cause
buy a basketball team in the NBA, I don't think.
I think once you're at a billion, it's kind of just like, well, what am I doing with this? Like,
Yeah.
even
After
if
that,
you're
I
at like
feel like
50
it's
million,
just-
like,
Yeah.
After that, I feel like it's just numbers.
yeah, it's kind of just
It
pointless.
is just numbers. I think they get a satisfaction from seeing it go up. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just see the number.
I know
go
I
up.
do when I get paid and I see my
Yeah,
bank account go
that's
up.
different
It
though
makes
because
me-
we need the money.
I understand, but it makes
I-
me not want to spend it because I see the number.
Yeah. I know you
Yeah.
get depressed when you see the 800 turn into 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
I definitely feel like after a certain amount of money, it just becomes a number to them. Like it doesn't matter anymore. Like
Yeah, it
they
just
know
becomes
they
a
know
rising
they'll be
number.
fine because like it's not going anywhere. They have plenty to provide for them. They're not gonna have to worry about anything.
Yeah, when money isn't an issue, then you're definitely able to look into more into your life and stuff and connections
Yeah,
and stuff. But it's a lot harder to build them
Yeah.
and keep them because of the money.
Right.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So my next question for you guys is: do you need a girlfriend to be happy?
Yes.
No.
What do you think so?
I think so. Well, it's a personal thing. It's not like
Yeah.
everybody
I get it.
thing.
I just want to hear
Yeah,
your opinion
yeah.
on it.
So for me, I feel like because I have like I have friends, right? I have great friends. I fucks with you guys heavy. I fucks with you guys.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck.
And-
Don't sleep that.
but
Sleep that.
I-
Make it a Roblox oof sound.
I think it comes with a certain like because obviously I love my family, I love my friends.
Yeah.
Money's tight, but like money could be like money would help, but that's not.
Wait, before you answer the question, let me put you in a very tough situation.
Okay.
Would you choose first, money or your family? $1 billion right now or save your family's life?
My entire family,
Yeah, your entire family.
like every single person
Every
I'm
single
related
If it's
to.
$1 billion, it's your entire family. Or no, you know what? No, not even just everybody in your main house and your grandma's house. Y'all got quiet.
Because I'm thinking, I don't know what the answer is.
Can I split it in half and save half the people?
That's still fucked up.
I understand.
I'm
that.
gonna go on the record to say I would say my family. I love you, mom and dad.
That's $1 billion.
I don't need $1 billion. What are you gonna do with the $1 billion if your whole family's dead? You're gonna buy a house, a jet, and then what?
I'm gonna live out the rest of my life normally.
Yeah, with your whole family. Then who are you gonna spend time with?
You guys.
Can I?
But you could do the $1 billion. I'm gonna keep my family. You gonna help me out. The fuck.
Can I save Can I save one person from both houses and keep all the money?
If you choose to save one person, you only get a $500,000.
The fuck is the point?
Wait, save one person
Yeah.
for $500,000? Just one?
Just one person, and you only get $500,000.
And you cut it down by like a
Yeah,
38th
because
of the
let's
price?
say you're with a very unreasonable man, a businessman who really just wants to murder. Like it's the purge night, and he's like, "You get to save one person, but I'll only pay you $500,000. But if you let me kill your whole family, you get $1 billion." Because why? Because they're trying to incite you to like not want your whole family. So they're gonna offer $1 billion. So you have to think about it in a business perspective because they're not gonna want to. They at the end of the day, they don't want to save somebody. They want to kill everybody.
You're right,
I don't know
you're right.
how I can answer this question.
I don't either because like I feel like both answers are good.
You guys are terrible people.
But I feel like both answers have good
I feel like it is impossible. To
I feel like
answer
it's a
that 'cause
genuinely impossible question to answer.
$1 billion is like you're literally set for
Because
life.
it doesn't matter how much you care about your family. Because
So if you were
that's not
taking a
true.
test,
no, I'm saying like you could your fam like, but this money, it's like there's so much of it that it's like, well, it's either I'm set for life. I guess it also depends on the age of the people because like if it's like. I don't know. I'm not trying to get canceled. So like,
you're not gonna get canceled unless your parents hate you for it. But they probably will.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't.
I know the
my parents
one.
aren't
I
watching.
know the one person I would save if I could get the entirety of the
Would
profit.
it be your dad?
Is it your dad?
I'm not saying who it is.
Okay.
You're not
Oh.
gonna get it out of me.
okay.
Oh yeah, because your parents listen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying who it
Probably.
is.
I don't know,
I'm
but-
not saying who
It would be
is.
his dog.
Imagine, but it's not. It's
It would
not
be
a person.
his
though.
PC.
It's not. That's the other person in the house.
It's Honey Pop too.
He was like, I'm not losing my Honey Pot 2 save. You
That's on my Steam account. That would be fine.
You would sell your Steam account for $1 billion? Everything?
I
you
would.
bought
Shit.
Yeah, I would too, because you would just buy everything
For
back.
$1 billion, I could just buy everything back.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
buy
I would just
everything
put
back.
every save file on a USB.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I would just
Well,
take
you
my
try to be
saves.
smart with it.
I would just sell my account. You could take my account. Let me get my saves for my games and just buy my games back.
Okay. Yeah.
To
So
be honest.
So at the end, you guys just have a.
I'm not playing those games.
So out of choice 1, 2, you guys chose 3 and rather not choose.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know how I would answer
because
it.
I don't ever want to be put into that situation.
Entire family
Really?
or $1 billion. I genuinely do not know how I could answer.
Yeah.
Would you want to be in that situation?
No,
No.
never. I would never want to be in that situation because, like, even no matter how much money it is, it's always going to be as hard.
I mean, if you wouldn't want to be in that situation, I think you would rather stay with your family because at that point, what if you never got offered $1 billion again? Because in our lifetime, the chances of that happening is very slim to
Right.
none.
I think for me, it's like I can't choose because it doesn't matter how much money it is. It's your family. So regardless of the amount, they could have given me a $250 billion, and it would still be a very difficult choice. Like it's the money doesn't matter. It's really the fact that it's your family, right?
Now, let me ask you another really hard question. Ready?
If you say friends, it's even harder because that is genuinely.
It's harder than that. Love of your life or your family. Now, this is one I don't even know how to answer. Because that's a toughy one. That one's definitely a tough one. That's one I would hope I never get put in that situation because I wouldn't be able to choose.
So let's just say it's the person I'm thinking of. It's the same person you're thinking of too.
Yeah. Until she came back and it's like on a contract or something. It goes, yeah, I could date you, but like I have to kill everybody in your family.
She has to kill everybody.
No,
Like,
somebody.
they
They just
die.
die.
That would be
They all.
fucked.
No, she doesn't have to kill them. They just like drop
that
that.
would be fucked if she killed everyone in your family.
That would be really fucked. I think at that point I would pick my family because I don't really want.
Yeah,
I
because-
really would be scarred.
Yeah, like imagine Caitlyn running into your house and killing your family.
Is
I'd
it
be- I'd be a little
guaranteed-
sad.
Is it guaranteed that I'm going to be with them the rest of my life?
Yeah. Oh God. I'm not even. I don't even want to answer this one.
I
'Cause
can't.
It's still a lose-lose.
It is a lose-lose.
It is a lose-lose. Either way, you lose. You don't win anything.
Yeah, you'd lose no matter what the situation is.
At one point, you either lose the love of
'Cause
your
at
life,
the-
and you're like fuck, or else like you lose your whole family, and you're like double fucked. You know.
Yeah.
I know my answer. I just
You know
really
your
don't
answer.
know
You don't-
if I
you-
want to say it.
It's definitely the love.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
What about you, Sean?
I can't-
I'm a not answer
It's
kind
not-
of
I
guy.
have not.
it's
I have
not
not
that
officially said my answer.
It's not that I have an answer and I won't choose. It's that I cannot like I physically cannot like run the process and think what would be better. I can't
Really?
because I don't understand. Like it's the way. It's like I lose my family, but I love my family.
Yeah.
I lose the love of my life, but she's the love of my life.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
now I'm
So
just. But
you
it's
still
like,
lose.
Yeah, you lose no matter what. I mean, and there's no winning because they're already in your life.
Yeah.
So regardless, you just lost half of what you.
I would
had.
try my hardest to swindle the situation.
Yeah, I would absolutely try to swindle it. Like if I were in that situation for real, I would have to swindle.
Once again, just let me have the significant other and save
Now
one.
I'm
person.
asking these questions because in life that shit happens.
He said, I'm the not answering kind of guy
Yeah.
because I can."
I
was like,
if I'm allowed to save one person and I still get to be with the love of my life, I feel like it's infinitely easier to answer that.
I think it is for me too.
So you guys are clinging on to saving one person,
I'm
but
not
you have to
clinging
understand
onto
if you
it.
save one person, what if they hate you for the rest of their lives? So you're killing their family.
At least they're alive.
No, because I feel like the hate that they have
Yeah,
for
because
me,
they
it
become
would
Sasuke.
hurt me more. Yeah, I think the hate for me that they have
I
would
think,
be worse than them being alive and loving.
Yeah,
I
because
think
at
I
that
would
point they're like,
rather-
why was I chosen to be alive when I could be with my family right now?
I think I would rather have them be alive and know that they have a future over, like, knowing the fact that I could have, like, saved them and then just didn't. I feel like I would be able to live with being hated and knowing that they could still have a future.
Well, for me, the only people I could pick and they would still have a future is my niece or my brother.
Yeah.
Because if I pick my parents, Like they've got like what?
They've already lived their life.
Yeah, they've
I
already yeah.
Like I said, I already know the one person.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
would
saying, but for
save.
me specifically, like the only person I would either be my niece or my brother that would actually have.
You know, why don't you just say it and we can censor it?
That's fair.
Oh.
Okay.
Aww, he does care. Aww, we always start hating each other. He does care. Well, I'll save saying that until the wedding.
Yeah.
Until you get married, I'll be like, he does care about you.
Nah, shut the fuck up.
He has feelings.
That was wholesome as fuck.
That was wholesome. I'm very that made the serious situation
This
feel
is
a
so
little.
cringe.
Yeah, that made me feel better
That
about
made me
myself.
feel a little better. Yeah.
I'll pick the significant other. Everybody dies.
There is hope in this world. Anthony has empathy.
Ant has a heart.
Everybody dies.
Hashtag trending on Twitter. Ant has a heart.
Ant has a heart. We gotta ask this question again when we're back. All right, so back to the original question. Now that I asked the one about the loved one, so do you think what makes you think having a girlfriend equals happiness? Personal or not? Because I know this is in your perspective. This is just you.
So yeah, so for me, I love my family and I love my friends.
Yeah.
But I always feel like there's something missing.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. Whether it's money. No, it's definitely a significant other. I know what's missing.
What makes you think it's a significant other?
Because I'm just 10 times happier in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a happier person. Like more times than not, if I'm down, it doesn't last anywhere near as long.
In your eyes, if you're in a relationship, let's say you're in a relationship and she cheats on you,
right.
At that point you'd still think having a girlfriend would be happier?
No, because then I would leave her for cheating on me.
So you would leave her?
Yeah.
Okay. But that would make you sad.
Yes, it
so having a
would.
girlfriend would not equal happiness in that instance.
Having the girlfriend would make
No,
it's
that's
her
different.
actions
That's
are
different.
completely her own.
All right,
It's
but what if that
complete-
influences your decision on having a girlfriend in the future?
Well, it probably
Would it or wouldn't it?
it probably wouldn't.
It probably wouldn't.
It probably wouldn't because like
Have you?
history based on the because I always say like after I get out of a
I
relationship.
agree with him.
Yeah, after I
You
get
agree
out
with
of
him?
after I get out of a relationship, I'm always like, "Fuck bitches, I don't want to be with anybody." And then like a month later,
Yeah,
I'm
and then
just
you
like,
wait a while,
yeah,
and then
I'm
you
like,
try to
damn, now
open
I
up
really,
to somebody.
Yeah, and then I'm like, damn, now I really like.
Because I've been cheated on, and I still don't think like everybody's like that.
Right. It's
Okay,
like-
but let's say I'll touch on you in a second. Let's say you get cheated on, right?
Mhm.
And let's say it's by just a random girl you met whose personality is amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then you meet a new girl whose personality is quite literally the same exact thing. Would you be suspicious? Just off the rip.
No.
First thoughts.
First thoughts, it's like I can't categorize them in the same
Yeah.
category because they're.
But would you be like,
obviously-
I got to be careful with this one because she gives me like so and so vibes?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I might.
So it would influence you.
It would influence me, but it wouldn't like hinder me from dating them.
Yeah. What would hinder you from dating somebody?
I don't think there's very minimal things that probably would.
Really?
I think other than like
There's one I really want to say,
Yeah.
but we'll get canceled.
yeah, other than like the. So other than the obvious things, it's like, but even then, like sometimes, like some of them I've been attracted to, like some,
Yeah.
like yeah, I was like there were.
I mean,
two,
depends.
we were
Yeah,
just-
no matter what, there's always somebody.
Yeah, there's
in some
always
type of
something
form
that
that's
would attract
attractive.
you to somebody. Yeah. So it's
Not me, baby. I only like you.
But
Before I get crucified.
but I think that some things would hinder me from dating somebody, but I don't think past experiences would hinder me from dating somebody.
I
Really?
feel like,
Like,
I
yeah.
agree.
Really?
Yeah.
Cause so with right she's very
Gotta censor that for now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
Any
specific.
specific names we name here, you gotta
Okay,
censor.
Yeah.
So with and they were very similar people.
Mhm.
They weren't like identical, but they were very similar people, and they handled the situation with me very differently.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of how they were raised and how their relationship experience also tagged onto my own. Because like when you're dating somebody, you're also dating their like emotional baggage as well.
Yeah.
So like you take on everything they've experienced, and they take on everything you've experienced. So it's just kind of like
I get where you're coming
a
from, but like,
cultivation of both.
from my perspective, I'm gonna say their name once, and then for now you censor that, and then I'm gonna make up names for them. Okay?
Yeah.
So like when I started, I'm gonna call her Juanita, and then after I was talking to, we're gonna call her Leslie, and then so obviously after Juanita, everything I was very paranoid after a while, right? And then I met Leslie,
Yeah.
and then I was like, okay, this is pretty good, but I was so paranoid that I went back to Juanita,
Mhm.
and it's because I didn't trust Leslie.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that would happen to you guys?
No.
I
No,
don't
not at
think
all.
so.
So even if you had the chance to go back to like, I'm gonna call Alexa. If you had a chance to go back to Alexa while you were dating somebody else, would you?
Yeah, I actually almost did that.
Really?
I
Who?
almost left Ava. That's what we're calling.
Okay.
So I almost,
Really?
Yeah, I almost left. Oh, fuck, you know what? I'm just gonna say
Ava.
I almost left.
Ava, Juanita, Leslie, and Alexa.
I almost,
Get it together.
This
I-
is too much.
I
Just
al-
censor their
yeah.
fucking names.
No, we want different names. I want Juanita
I almost left Ava for fuck whatever her name is. Yeah.
for Alexa.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Because
How did that
I
transpire? Let's
debated
get
it.
into the dirty nitty gritty
so-
about this
so
one.
I-
Wait, hold on. You want? All right. I got it.
So
I
we-
wanna get
so
into
it was
this
it was like
tea.
it was like the third week of May.
Yeah.
Don't ask why I know this so specifically. but I
Because you know
remember
everything specifically.
I
You
do,
could
yeah.
you could remember the date you were born minute if you
You
could.
almost left.
Huh? What?
Censor the names because I don't fucking remember who's who. You almost left for.
Other way
Yeah, he
around.
almost left
Oh,
Alexa for
okay,
Leslie.
okay.
Not Leslie. Fuck, I already forgot the Ava. Yeah, Alexa
I
for
was
Ava.
gonna say.
No,
I was
I wasn't.
What?
How would I have done that?
No.
Oh, you
Now,
meant
how-
like
wait,
when I
yeah,
dated
Wait,
yeah,
her
wait,
this
no,
year?
no, we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic. How did this transpire? Like, how? Like, what made you want to do it?
So because like she was yeah, essentially because like for the longest time up until very recent, like maybe like 6 months ago, whatever it was, like I loved her, so like I
Yeah.
but I was with and then I was like
Who do you find more attractive?
she probably
But you love more.
I do.
I mean, you loved Alexa more. I mean, Ava, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm just.
Can
Can we just say the
I'm just
regular
saying that.
fucking
I'll say
names?
the names for the ones I remember.
Censor every single fucking name that is said. I'm just over,
Except
I'm
the
over
fake
this.
ones, Fernando.
Yeah,
I'm
because
you don't have to
Juanita
censor the
needs-
fake
Juanita
ones. That's
needs to
just too
stay.
much work. If
Yeah.
you
I'm
ask
over
me,
this
yeah.
bullshit.
But yeah,
There were
it-
too many names. I thought it was only like 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was like 7 or something
Yeah.
like that. But I was definitely happier with than I was with, but I felt like, cause so let me tell you how it happened. So me and started talking again right before we graduated high school.
Yeah.
Like it was like May, and she texted me, and we were just talking about life and stuff because we hadn't talked in like a year from that point, or it was a couple months actually. So
Yeah.
we hadn't talked for a while, and then I was talking to her about how like me and like sometimes she would like get upset for random things, and I was just like, why are you like being like so difficult when we could just like work? Like I'm saying, because I'm the type of person where I'm in a relationship, like if we're having a problem, I want to sit down.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. But it feels like you can't.
Yeah, and she doesn't want
Yeah.
to do that. So
Actually,
and then,
never wanted to do that.
yeah. No, sometimes she wanted
But
to.
she just wanted to be mad at you.
Yeah,
See,
like
that's bullshit.
sometimes she was like she would want to be mad and then like ride out the mad.
Right.
And-
I'll just write. Yeah, just wait to be. Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know what that feeling is. I'm like that.
And
too
I'm just
sometimes.
like, what? I'm like,
It depends on the situation, though.
I understand, but it's like I can understand if I did something like terrible
Yeah.
and you wanted to ride out the mad and be upset with me.
Yeah, but if you
your time. But when I do something minimal, like extremely minimal, like
Yeah.
for example, the reason why we broke up was because I didn't purchase our prom ticket yet.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for the money that I had gotten to clear in my bank.
Yeah.
Because when I first started using my bank, it was taking like 20 years to clear.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and it was like the largest amount of money I had gotten at a time. So I guess Chase was just like, "Hey, you're broke. Stop that."
Yeah, we don't trust that. Yeah.
So I got 500 and it was in one check.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for the money to clear, and then she was like, "Why haven't you brought the prom ticket yet?" And I was like, "I'm just waiting for the money to clear. I've got this." So then her brother and her best friend start telling her and her parents too that I'm not actually gonna buy it, that I'm just bullshitting her, that I don't want to actually
See,
go.
that
right?
in that situation, that's bullshit.
Right.
Obviously, we don't have her side of the story
Right,
because
right.
whatever. But
But-
like, from your perspective, the way you see it, that's the way you see it.
No, but that's
bullshit.
yeah, but that's
And that's the
what
way we saw it at the time too.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said to me, that they
Her side
that
of
they
the
told
story
her
is
these
what he-
things.
her side of the story is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what I'm telling you is what she's told me.
Yeah.
Those people are fucking ridiculous.
So I've been told I'm being told
Allegedly.
these things. I'm being told these things, and I'm just like I'm just waiting for the money to clear.
Yeah.
Like everything. And then one day after, it was right after senior picnic. It was the same night after we came back from senior picnic. She calls me. She's like, "I'm not going to prom with you. Go by yourself. I don't want to talk to you."
That's ridiculous
She
at
hangs,
that point.
She hangs up, and I text her, and I'm just like, she read. I call her back. And she's like, "I don't want to talk about it." And then she hangs up, and I'm like, "Wait, just let me finish." And then she like hung up mid me saying that. So I'm trying to like get through to her that I'm actually not lying. And the worst part is that I had I took screenshots. I went into my bank account and I had screenshots and I sent them to her best friend and was like, hey, like can you tell her that I'm not lying? Like I literally have.
Who is his best friend?
Yeah. So I'm like I have the pictures. I literally send the 7-1 and then it's like can't be used available 7-8. And I'm just like, it literally says that right there on the paper.
Yeah.
And she's just like, it shouldn't take that long to clear. And I'm like, how is that my fault?
Yeah, honestly.
So
now, do you think that's her fault, or
I think that's definitely her fault.
Following her friends?
I think
too
her
much?
Listening because she.
You think she was they used her as like a scapegoat to get at you?
Yeah, probably. Either that or she was looking for a reason to break up with me for whatever reason.
I think at that point maybe she just wasn't interested anymore.
Yeah,
and she wanted to find a way to move on, but she found a very poor way to move on.
Yeah, very, very. It was a very bad decision. She could have because I'm very understanding. I could have just
to sit down, chat to chat.
Hey, like I don't want to.
That's the thing about that's the thing. It's like she made it difficult for no reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's #toxic.
That is very toxic. But I was like I don't understand why we can't just have a conversation, and figure things out.
So yeah. Anyways, back to the original story.
Oh yeah, what was that?
How did you almost leave for?
So me and texting, and then me and were on and off, like in arguments back and forth. We were on and off. Like it wasn't like we were calling off the relationship or anything. And
this episode's gonna be called Inside the Mind of Kayshawn. Anyways, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, shit. I was like, shit's just difficult right now, and she was like, well, I still like you, and I was like, Mick, what?
At that point, are you like, fuck? At that point, if you were good with and she didn't want you talking to, would you have?
Yeah, I would have stopped talking.
You would have stopped talking to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh really? Okay. See, that's
because that's my girlfriend.
Yeah. You got to respect that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At that point.
And then, so like when she told me that, I was like, "Listen, we can't do this. I have a girlfriend." I'm like, "I'm not." But
yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you that I didn't think about it. Like I thought about it for a cool. I literally sat down in my room at that night because when she texted me, I was on my way home. No, yeah, I was on my way I was on my way from a store because I went to buy flowers for her birthday.
What a sweetheart.
So I was like we can't do this. I have a girlfriend, and then I put my phone away and just ignored her for like a month, and then I went back to school and gave flowers I bought her for her birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after she ignored you for a month,
who?
Or after you ignored who did you ignore for a month? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
ignored her for a month after that point.
Yeah. Was she still trying to talk to you?
No, she sent me one text and I didn't read it until like a month later. I don't know what it says now, but yeah.
Well, you don't remember. That's actually kind of rare for you.
Yeah. I know. I was like, I don't remember what the text said, but I was like,
but for real though, did you feel confident that you had two people there that were interested in you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I felt like
you felt pretty cool. You were like, this is a difficult situation I want to be in.
I was like, this is a terrible situation.
But
man,
I can't help but feel happy. I feel fly as shit. You know what I mean?
But I'm that fella. Like,
yeah, that dude.
I was like that dude. I was that dude.
Yeah,
actually... now I'm in a little bit of a different situation.
Oh, what's your situation now?
I'm tired of these females lying. No, but yeah.
Hopefully we have enough time to get Anthony's question out, but I don't really care if we don't. Fuck you, Anthony.
I'm not that interesting. It's alright.
You're kind of sexy though. Sorry.
Me.
But I'm like always in like this kind of limbo with a woman. Always, it's kind of like I'm always. You're
always almost in there, but not really.
Always.
Yeah.
So I always feel like in this situation it's a little bit more different though. So it's kind of like I'm not in there, but like I could be in there, like maybe in the future, but not.
Yeah.
Not now. Yeah, no.
So you're not really talking. You're talking to people now, right?
I'm talking.
You got your eyes set on anybody particularly?
Specific, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, really? How's that going?
It's
in that limbo stage. Is it in that limbo stage, leaning right or left, leaning good or bad? What do you mean, like?
It's leaning bad, but we're gonna. It's leaning terrible. It's always leaning terrible unless I'm in the relationship.
You gotta clutch it up, Kayshawn. Yeah, you gotta get the clutching.
I gotta get the running one tap.
Yeah, you gotta do the fadeaway three from like the half court line with Curry. You know, like you gotta shoot your shot and make it, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, we'll see.
Soon.
Yeah.
Updates soon.
These different jurisdictions be crazy.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And then you know we got to get her on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I can't afford a plane though, so I don't know.
Okay. Yep. So
It's 2 people, by the way. It's not one.
2, you're a little player.
No,
I don't think you should be
one?
saying
you have
2.
to have options.
Who was the other one?
Yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket until you've sealed the deal, right?
Yeah, that's why.
That's what
Like
you're
the
thinking?
second that, like I always did. Like I'm always
You
talking.
see, I know what you're coming from.
Yeah.
I never did that. Well,
that's a fucking lie. But I talked
listen,
to,
Juanita
so the
and
thing
what was the
is-
other name? Leslie. Different.
Yeah,
That's
the,
different.
The difference is that I talked to multiple girls on the same like kind of level where it's like we could be a thing, but if we're not, like then if I end up tying the knot with somebody else, I always cut off the other, or I make it very clear that we're just friends,
Yeah.
and then we usually don't talk after that, like for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Now, what if an ex tells you to hang out and just hang out alone? Would you do
I
it?
won't
You
do
wouldn't.
it.
You wouldn't do
Not
it.
if I'm
Even,
in a relationship.
even
no,
if
I
you
won't.
were with the and it.
if I'm in any relationship with anybody, I'm not doing
So
it.
you're a good man.
Yeah.
What about you, Anthony? Would you do that?
I don't talk to any of my exes.
You don't. What if you're dating who's somebody you have a crush on?
Right now, I don't have one.
Let's say you're dating
Okay.
and wants to hang out alone. Would you do it?
Probably not.
You probably not.
I feel like in that situation I would, only because you can't. It's like
Yeah.
best friends. So like
Well, let's say they're in one of those phases where they hate each other.
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
You wouldn't do it at all?
No.
Okay.
if they're in one of those, then it's like.
What if
don't
it's
do
vice
it.
versa?
Like
Still
you're
no.
okay, yeah.
It's still a no? Okay.
If
'Cause
no, I stand.
You know,
by
if it was
the
vice
fact,
versa, she would push that shit.
I stand by the fact that if my girl doesn't like somebody and she doesn't want me to hang out with
Yeah.
them,
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I also.
I
forgot
agree.
To,
I completely agree.
I
I would
also
never
forgot
hang out with an
to
ex.
talk on the point where it's like if it's explicitly stated, don't hang out with like this person.
When there comes a point where I wouldn't even hang out with another female alone.
I definitely
yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely
wouldn't.
wouldn't hang out with another female
Yeah,
alone.
no,
at
I
all.
wouldn't either. I
Like it would have to be
definitely
like it would have to be like a group of friends.
Yeah, it would have to be at least one other person. Like at least one other person. At there's no maximum, obviously, because I like hanging out in big groups. That's my favorite.
No, I feel like I can name two girls that I could hang out with alone. Like if I was in a relationship with somebody else, and like none of them would have to.
The only girl I can name is family to me. So like.
Yeah, and I don't talk.
I don't
to
know.
any
No,
female
neither of the
family.
ones I would name are family,
Yeah.
but I have no interest in either of them. I'm just really good friends with them both.
Yeah.
Who is it?
And
Okay. That's
once again, every single one of these names.
Oh yeah,
needs
they're all
to
going to be
censored.
censored.
I
Yeah,
can't-
Fernando, you got a lot of work cut out for
I
you this
can't-
episode because these dudes didn't want to follow up with fake names.
I couldn't hang out with just the two of us
Why?
in a like if I'm in a relationship. Because like obviously if this is in the situation where she likes me, like I wouldn't do it.
Oh well, that's different. If
Oh, okay.
if
Or
they
just
If
like,
you know they like you,
Yeah,
you definitely
yeah,
shouldn't
that's-
hang
yeah,
out.
no, I
de-
You
okay,
definitely
okay.
shouldn't hang
Because
out
I
with
don't-
that person.
okay.
I think that's
I
so
don't see
fucked
who-
up.
I
Yeah,
see
that's definitely sus.
because I don't see I see as a bro.
Oh, okay. I don't. That's why I was like,
I don't really see any female as a bro.
I
really.
don't either.
Oh,
I could see one
I
as a
do.
friend, but I wouldn't see one as one of the boys kind
yeah,
of
no,
thing.
there's definitely not.
Like that. Like
There's
I look.
definitely a disconnect.
And I
there.
feel like I could hang out with.
Chrissy is
Chrissy
the only
alone,
exception.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Chrissy-
she's a very exception.
Chrissy-
She is one of the
Chrissy is
boys.
the bro,
She is
like,
the
yeah,
bro.
I feel
though.
like I
She's
genuinely.
dope.
I
She's
feel like
completely
you don't
different.
have to
though.
You don't have to
censor.
censor that
You don't
one,
have to
but
censor Chrissy.
Chrissy's
I feel like-
She already knows
yeah.
she's the exception,
She's the
though.
I
bro.
feel like I could genuinely like if I had a girlfriend, I could genuinely hang out with Chrissy, no problem.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, Chrissy's a bro. Chrissy's definitely
Chrissy
a bro.
the homie, bro.
Deadass. But yeah, so what was my next question? So you would never cheat, right?
No.
You would never cheat too,
Fuck
right?
no.
Okay, I would never cheat either.
Cheating is a no go because it's like if I know if I were cheated on,
Especially
I
after
wouldn't do that.
knowing how that fucking feels. I can never do that to another
I could-
human
I could-
being.
What if this person did you like really fucking dirty? But
No.
you wouldn't cheat at all.
Just
No, I
no,
wouldn't,
Never ever.
I
ever.
would just break it
refuse.
off.
You would just break it
I
off,
would
right?
probably, I would probably. Just
What if this
break it
person was just begging and pleading to stay together?
off.
and you, like-
I'd probably give them another chance, but like if they do the same thing, like if they do a different thing,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe like you get another chance. But if they do the same,
Now,
thing,
do you think falling for somebody while in a relationship is considered cheating?
No, as long as you don't act on
No.
it.
No.
Yeah, as long as you don't act
long as
on
you
it
don't
at
act on
all.
it.
Yeah, no, don't
Because
ever.
you can't control how you feel.
But do you think at that point you have to break up with your significant other?
Probably.
It
Yeah.
depends how.
It depends on
depends
whether
how
or
you
not.
feel.
Yeah, it depends on how hard we're talking. You fell.
Because I know, like,
Let's do 2 case scenarios then. What if it's like minimal attracting? Like, oh, you just think the other person is attractive, like looks good.
well, that's different.
Well, that's
because
you're probably gonna see people. That
I've
you think are
always
attractive.
been
Yeah.
like,
And it's
anytime
just-
I've been in a relationship, I've always thought like other girls are attractive. But
You're just
like,
not gonna do anything because they're
Yeah.
not like they're not your girls. So you're,
I try not to look at
Exactly.
other girls.
yeah, I would too if I were you.
Yeah, I try not to.
Yeah,
I'd like hardest not to.
yeah.
But yeah, what if it's like damn, like love at first sight kind of thing? You see another person like that,
Yeah, I don't.
Then
and you're dating somebody already.
I feel like you.
That's
you have
such
to,
a difficult scenario to explain in a hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah, but it happens.
right.
I
it
no, 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 I
happens.
understand that, but like it's
It
so
definitely
hard
does.
to talk about that in a hypothetical
Yeah.
because you don't know how much
Alright, let me-
you love.
Let me
the
give you a
person
scene.
you're
Let me
with.
give you just a scene with more like details and stuff like that. Ready? So you're dating a girl named Lil Uzi Vert, and you've been dating this girl for 3 years,
Mhm.
and you work at.
Mhm.
You gotta censor that one, Fernando. And you're ringing somebody at the register, and you make really good conversation with them, and you think this person's really cool, and she asks for your number or your snap something after that. Would you snap her? Or if she snaps you, would you respond?
That bitch is shopping at Family Dollar.
Yeah, but let's say her car run down. She needed motor oil. Well, whatever store. It's Target or something like that. A store where like
I,
It's fucking
at least
Target.
it's
I probably
at least the
would.
middle class goes.
I probably would just to be nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if you actually started developing feelings?
You probably have to cut that off. Yeah.
Would you cut off the person you're talking to, or
You said 3 years.
yeah?
Wait,
Or the
what?
person-
Where did this 3 years
I
come from?
said
I
that in
must
the
have
beginning.
tuned out.
Pay attention.
Sorry, that's my fault entirely. G, no cap, big fact.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think anything new would be able to trump that relationship
Really?
if it's lasted for that long.
Really?
Yeah.
What if it's something really big, like let's say your girl really hates that you play video games, and this new girl just really likes video games. So this is a complete hypothetical, and like she would like let you.
I'm leaving the bitch who hates video games.
I brought up the video
I'm
games, and
leaving
he's
the
instantly like, "Fuck."
I'm leaving the bitch who hates video
It's
games.
hard. It's hard to say because, like I said, it's really difficult to describe this in a hypothetical because, like,
And you've never been in a situation like that?
I don't think so. No, because I've never wanted to leave somebody I've been with for another person.
I've never been in the situation to where like somebody has been.
Literally just talked about it.
I'm saying I've never been in the situation where it's like
Every relationship I've
Somebody-
been in before it ended, I've always been like only invested in that person.
Mm-hmm.
I meant like I've never.
Now, what's your
been-
longest relationship been?
It was when I dated. We dated from 3rd grade to 6th grade when she moved.
Okay. What about recently? Because that's not
So Heather-
outside of high school. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it would probably be.
A couple months, right?
Started dating in April.
And then you didn't
broke
break
up
up
in
until-
July.
Yeah, so that's like.
So 3 months.
4 months.
That's 3 months.
Three, yeah,
April,
three,
May,
yeah,
June,
yeah,
July.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3 months. Okay. So you haven't been in a relationship that's more than a year outside of high school.
Yeah,
Okay.
but when I was with her, I didn't even think about anybody else.
Yeah, when you were with Heather.
because I loved her, but
That's the thing though. You were in the honeymoon phase.
yeah,
So you didn't really get out of the honeymoon phase because you kind of just broke up with it. Because the thing I see is you ran out of the honeymoon phase and you kind of just got out after because you were like,
no,
fuck that
that's
shit.
not
That's
why.
not, then what was it?
I've said multiple times why I wasn't
Not on the
happy.
podcast.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with my life at that point. It
Uh-huh.
had nothing. I've made
It
it.
had nothing to do with her?
I made it known to her multiple times that it had absolutely nothing to do with her. It was just
Mm-hmm.
like shit that was going on with my life.
Okay.
That like I didn't feel like a relationship was right for me at that moment.
Okay.
Why do you keep doing that? Like,
Are
why
y'all good?
No, he just keeps going, just left and right.
I'll
I'm just
explain
like,
it after.
holes on me, left and right.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, but at the end of the day, you still didn't get out of the honeymoon phase.
I guess,
Yeah. So
but I did.
what's your longest
genuinely-
relationship?
My longest,
Yeah.
9 months.
9
I
months.
did-
Oh, so you did get out of the honeymoon.
I-
I would
yeah.
say the honeymoon relationship ends after about 3 to 4 months.
I did genuinely love her though.
Yeah. But the thing that I'm trying to get at with you is you didn't really get to a point where it's in relationships you have times where you fight pretty much every day, and there's those. Did you ever have that?
We never fought.
Yeah, you never fought, right? Okay, that means you were in the honeymoon phase.
I only had
Did you-
one,
yeah,
I
yeah,
only
yeah.
had one argument with we were in our 9-month relationship.
Yeah? What
I
was
had
it?
one, or it wasn't even an argument. It was more of a dispute because it was Valentine's Day, and I went to her house because you know, I'm just that dude. So you know, I go to her house, and I had bought I bought her a teddy bear, I brought flowers, and I brought candy because she fucking loves candy. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, and yeah, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm like, I go there, I go there, I knock on the door, she doesn't respond.
Yeah.
I wait like 30 seconds. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna knock again. I knock again, no response. Right. So I set the hold on. It gets worse. So then I set the shit down. Right. And I leave. I go home. Mind you, I don't drive. But,
Yeah.
but back then I didn't have a car, obviously. And I walked like 30 minutes to her house. I gave her I left the stuff there and I walked 30 minutes home. I go to school the couple days later because it was a weekend. I think it was a Friday or something like that. So when I did that, and then so we go to school on Monday, and I ask her if she got what I left. She goes yes, and then I go, why didn't you open the door? Because I could tell she was on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
She didn't know I knew she was on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
So she was like, I felt bad, and I was like, why'd you feel bad? She was like, because I didn't get you anything.
What?
And I was like, you mean to tell me you couldn't open the door because you didn't get me anything for Valentine's Day? I was like,
at least the company would have been enough, you know.
I was like, I would
have been pissed.
I would have been pissed. I would have been tilted.
I was tilted, but me again, being that dude, I said, listen, your presence is the only present I need, and then.
What a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I say the
You
same.
guys should wife me.
Should wife you?
I don't know, because I definitely would have gotten mad because, like, I know you guys know this, but for anybody that, like, doesn't know me, like, I don't need anything. Like, you don't ever have to get me anything. Like,
Right,
I just like having the company.
Yeah, I
Like,
tell my
like
go-to, I
being
tell her
around
not to get me
everybody.
stuff.
Yeah.
I tell her unless if it's Christmas, if she wants to give me a gift like that, I was like, don't really get me random gifts though, because for one thing, I kind of feel obligated to get you something back.
Yeah.
At that
I
point,
feel obligated to get her something regardless.
and because I already feel happy enough that I don't really need a gift to I'm around
Yeah,
her.
Right.
So that's that.
That's why I always let them know like don't.
All right.
give
You
me
got
anything.
2 minutes left. Closing statements. Okay, Sean.
All right.
Is love real?
Love. Scientifically, no.
Okay.
In my heart,
Anthony,
yes.
what is the meaning of life?
Death.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week for episode 5 of the 0 to 100 podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be here every single Wednesday.
I love you.
All right. Peace.
Have
love
a good
you.
one.